And you can open your final project like I did for chapter 2, okay? And this is your course content. So chapter 2, the topic is about the reliability and the validity testing, okay? Let's give a pen, okay? Reliability and the validity testing, okay? It's about concepts. And later on, I will show you how to do in the SPSS about reliability, especially focus on the Cron-based alpha. If you can do the Cron-based alpha, maybe you can make like a $2,000 NT to do analysis. In the future, if you go to the United States, they will asking someone to do the research assistant. They will ask some qualification, like can you operate the SPSS? Okay, and remember the research issues. Okay, they have you have faced 2 key questions after a survey. Okay, so you do the A multiple intelligence is called a survey. Okay, after that, okay, they have 2 issues. First one called the validity of the questionnaire. Okay, it's hard on this one. Okay, they have a lot of validities. Okay, face validity, content validity, construct validity, conversion validity, so forth. Okay, but reliability is easy. You can do it on the SPSS. Okay, your good friend SPSS. We did it on the first week. Okay, SPSS. Statistical package for social science. Okay, so the 2 major research issues is called reliability, the other called validity. Okay, and what is reliability? The definition, they have two definitions. First one is the stability and the consistency of results from measurement tools. Okay. Second one, test is what is supposed to test. Okay. So consistent is very important for your boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, remember that. If your boyfriend is very good, you can say it's a good reliability. Okay, but if he changes girlfriends a lot, that means the reliability is not good. Okay, maybe less than 0.3. Okay, so remember 1 is like a 100%, 0.7 is like a 70% reliability. So they have a standard. Okay, you have standard to make a judgment. Okay, and under reliability, we have 2 key points. Okay, the first one is the concern with how it is measured, not the what is measured. Okay, the second one is reliable measures produce consistent values, like people, like your girlfriend, like your boyfriend. Okay, they produce consistent values. Okay, people need a value in the life. Okay, otherwise they will lost their interest to live in the life. Okay, and test types of reliability. They have 3 kinds. First one called test retest reliability. Okay, actually you can use the like a co-pilot, right, or the AI tools to expand it their concepts. Okay, and split the head. What's the meaning for split the head? If you go to the United States, they say, let's go Dutch. Means what? Like a whole meal is like 100 US dollars. Go Dutch means you pay for 50 and the other people pay for 50. Understand? That's the go Dutch. Also called a split the head. Okay? Split the head. Understand? 100 you pay the 50, the other people pay the 50. Called a split it in half. Okay, split it in half. And SPSS I will show you how to do the clone-based alpha. Okay, clone-based alpha. And remember your boyfriend and the girlfriend's index. If alpha less than 0.35, call it lower reliability. Okay, lower reliability. Okay. If 0.35 between the 0.35 to the 0.7, call it median reliability. Okay. You are not only to know how to analyze. The other important part is how to interpret it. Okay, interpret the results. Okay. If greater than 0.7, call it high reliability. Okay. So that's the girlfriend or boyfriend you want to, make out. Okay. So greater than 0.7. Okay. In practice, acceptable reliability allows the use of questionnaire items. Okay. Acceptable reliability is like at least like a 0.6. Okay. 0.6. Above 0.6. Remember that. The other part about the research issue is called validity. Okay. The definition for the validity is the ability of a questionnaire to measure the intended characteristic. Okay, characteristic. So they have three requirements. First one, you have to verify the definition of the concept. Okay. Second one, be unidimensional. Okay, be unidimensional. Number three, achieve required reliability. Okay, achieve required reliability. Okay, types of validity. One is called content validity. Okay, for example, the questionnaires for the multiple intelligence, they have a content validity, sometimes called a face validity. What it looks like. Okay, they have validity. Okay. And the second one called a criterion related validity. Sometimes they will use the double error. Last time we mentioned about double error is relationship or only correlation. Does anyone remember? Correlation. Okay, double-headed errors is called correlation. So sometimes the correlation is related to the criteria related to validity. They call it Pearson coefficient analysis. Okay, and construct validity. For example, if you mention about the depression, depression is a construct. Okay, remember in chapter 1 mentioned about the 3 levels. Okay, the higher level called a factor is a circle, right? And the rectangular is called a variable. Okay, do you remember that? Sometimes it's safe to have 3 rectangular, right? I draw this way. And safe have 6 items, right? 6 items. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 up to the 6. Up to the 6. Okay. So remember the structure right here. Okay. The high is called a factor. Okay. In the middle called a variable. Okay. And this is the item is the low level. Okay, so you do the multiple intelligence is called items. Okay, under the linguistic is called items. So there were like 8 questions. Okay, 9 questions. For the math is like 4 questions. That is called 4 items. Okay. And content validity refers to the extent to which a measurement tool covers all aspects of the construct it intends to measure. Okay, sometimes you can use the different colors to stress on the concept you want to express it. Okay, and number 2, ensures that the questionnaire items represent the full domain of the concept. Example, a math test covering the algebra, geometry, and the calculus, not just the algebra. Okay? And criterion related validity refers to how well one measure predicts an outcomes based on another measure called criteria. So remember the correlation, is more like a criteria related to validity. Okay, there have 2 types. One called concurrent validity. It's a correlation. Okay, that's a big word here. In the stats, correlation with an existing measure at the same time, and predicative validity means the ability to predict future performance. Okay. For example, the SAT score predicting the college GPA, okay, called a criteria related validity. And the construct validity is kind of difficult, okay. Maybe will be, I'm not sure you have a next semester. Maybe we will touch that on the next semester if we have a second semester for the stats, okay. Refers to how well a test actually measures the theoretical construct it is intended to measure. Okay, and it is hard because it involves both convergent validity. Okay, correlates with a related construct is called convergent validity, and the discriminant validity. Discriminant validity, it means does not correlate with unrelated constructs. Okay. Example like a depression scale. Okay, should correlate with the sadness, but not with unrelated traits like intelligence. Okay, that's an example right here. Okay. So the last one. Okay. And remember, when you finish the recording, look at your keyboard, look at F10, okay? Press on